Welcome back to Queen's Quest out here at England Idlewild Park in Burlington, Kentucky, getting ready for the LWS Open at Idlewild. Straight into the back nine. This is hole 10, 368 feet. Pretty tight line. If you can see that stump, that's about halfway up the fairway. You'd like to be drifting just a little bit left at that point. Pretty difficult birdie, but possible to get. FPO's got a brand new tee pad this year, so she's up there to the right. This is that beat-in wraith I've been throwing. Big miss.
Oh man, I thought you just about laced it too.
Just about. I'm going to try this sidewinder I've got here as well. Also big miss, but better kick.
All right, and for the first time in the history of this hole ever, which I'm like 99% certain about that, we have a short tee, 222, low ceiling, uphill. So I'm gonna throw a fairway driver. There's like a right side gap, there's this weird early left side gap, and there's this bigger left side gap on over here, but that's not really a way that you can get to the basket. So I'm just gonna hit it straight on. Whew, there we go.
Pretty good slip.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, we're going to take the sidewinder drive because it's better. Got a circle too, look. Some trees in the way. Uphill.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Alrighty, and I have a little birdie putt here. I think I hit this tree.
Nice.
There we go.
On to hole 11, 242 feet. Pretty straightforward. If you're not feeling the straight gap and you're a righty or you have a really good lefty forehand, there's a little low right gap, but straight ahead, 242. My frisbee's wet. Hold on.
Get the stick, city girl. Get the stick.
I'm going to go with the Star Colt.
Ooh, dang. I thought you were gonna go
Try one more, a little flippier. Same disc though. Man, my hand's so sticky right now.
All right, 192 from the short pad. Another little aceable shot here.
Nice. Well, I've got something that you never want on this hole, which is an upshot.
Birdie putt.
Nice.
Thanks. Good par save. All right. Hole 12, par 4, 564. Is that what I said? Yeah. So there's that Mando tree straight down the fairway. I'm just trying to land kind of right of that short. So have my evidence. I'm gonna power grip it too. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think I pushed it a little far. Maybe I won't power grip it.
A little far, yeah. I think that Mando tree is about 280 down the fairway.
Okay.
So I'm going to go felon. Again, works out well for a lefty backhand. Just throw it on a hyzer and let it skip around to the right.
Ooh. Wow.
Should be great.
So I have figured out I for sure do not want to land here. There's practically nothing on this side. So best I've got is this little tiny baby gap underneath this vine. Or next to the vine. All right, that was a pretty good shot, but I still don't want to land here.
Don't have much, but parked it. So from right here, there's kind of a little hodgepodge of gaps. It's kind of hard to tell what the intended line is. If you can see that one leaning tree to that's leaning left and darker than the rest in the middle of the screen, the basket is just a little bit left of that, which looks like it's the most open gap. So I think that AVR X3 is going to come back out for another little baby flex. I'm wrong. I got to go wider than that. I'm a little pinched off once I get up there. We'll go with the Colt and a few trees right of where I was just talking about. Everything's so wet. So I'm going to dry the Colt off again. That's the gap I was looking at. I needed it to turn further left, though. I'm going to be circle's edge. All right, I did end up just outside the circle over here, probably 35 feet.
Oops.
All right, hole 13, 586 feet. It's the Y tree hole. You want to get to where you see that cut of long grass and then immediately turn left. It's pretty easy for me to push long on this one, so I'm going to go with the beat-in Mako 3. Try to get a mostly straight flight and hopefully drift a little bit left at the end. Ideally a little further left, but might be able to work something from there.
All right, and I've got a fairway. I've got an evader that I'm just going to pop a little bit of hyzer on and try and get around that corner. Yeah, just like that. Oh man!
2 feet wider.
2 feet wider than that.
This seems like a good one for me to test the forehand on, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think if I do it right, I can throw it around 320, which might be enough to make this corner. So if I do it right, I guess we'll find out.
Dang. It's a tickle short, but that was looking
Yeah,
really
I'm
good.
not sure I got my full 320.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Right out of the hand, I thought you had it. All right. I am in the fairway. I've got a pretty big chunk of distance to bite off, but I'm just going to throw my fuse because of the OB on the left. All right. I think I made it over that log.
All right, so definitely too far right, but small gap. I was in a similar spot yesterday. I think I was actually about 30 feet further up. It's kind of a ground play here. You got to throw low and get some skips. So I'm going to use that overstable Emperor I threw earlier on in the round. See if I can get a good skip over or around that log up there. I hit the log.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I carried the log.
Wow.
Worked out well.
All right, I didn't quite make it over the log. But that's okay. Par on this hole is very good.
So I thought I threw it into that log, but I ended up carrying over it instead of skipping over it. I definitely skipped after it, but worked out well inside the circle.
Whoa.
Moving on to hole 14. 556 foot par 4. Pretty tight gap to hit off of the tee. Moves to the right. And then pretty much another island green. There's a little creek in front of it that kind of wraps around to the right. Want to hit this gap is the main thing. Moving right is ideal, but as long as you get past this first gap, you're going to be in a good enough spot to at least par. That's probably still a par, but I hate it.
All righty. Got a couple different options here. I got the mid, I got the driver. I feel like when I throw the mid, sometimes I go too far forward. I think maybe I just need to line myself up better. Let's see. Diffuse. Yeah, not great.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a mid also. Got this reactor. There we go.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try the driver. I've got my Opto Orbit Sapphire. Oh man, that's not the gap I was going for. And it's gonna end up being really good. Well, all right, I'm gonna take this drive for fun. There's not a lot going on in the ways of aligning the basket from here. So obviously we have this OB Creek. I'm gonna see if it's possible. Anything's possible. All right, didn't think so.
Nice.
Whew.
Okay, I moved a little bit farther right than I guess would be ideal, but not too bad of a spot. I've got a little gap right here. See if I can punch this AVR X3 through there.
Yeah. Nice.
Just like that.
Okay, so I suppose laying up still kind of gives me a birdie shot. Or a par.
On to hole 15. 487 foot par 4. Uphill the entire way, pretty steeply right here to start. You can see that bright stump up there. I wouldn't mind hitting it. That's a good spot to be. Almost good. I guess I caught something behind something else.
All right, short tee, 387. I'm looking to get a little bit more up to the gap of trees on the right up there. So I'm throwing a flippy 10 speed, my Sapphire. Maybe put just a baby hyzer on it. All right. It's a little left side, but I like it.
All right, not too bad off of the tee there. Hit those last trees on the left. I've got maybe 250 or so left. This tree right behind me is just enough there to make me not run up. I'll throw a standstill. We'll go with the Firebird just to try to get enough on it. Oh well.
All right, well, I did make it up here pretty good, but I am not quite in the gap. So I'll give this forehand a shot. There we go. It's a little short, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
fine.
it. Yeah.
Pretty terrible upshot. I've got a little gap over here. I would probably throw in a tournament with the backhand, but we'll stick with the forehand for whatever.
Here you go. All right, left myself a little bit of circle 2 putt for the bird. Let's see. Oh, man.
There you go.
Here we go. Nice. Ooh, so many spider webs. My phone is dead.
On to hole 16, 969 foot. I think still par 5. No tee sign yet, and our caddy book died. So I think FPO and MPO would still be par 5 unless they've changed it to a 4 this year. Little bit of a tailwind today. That's different.
Very different. I'm gonna grab my ballista.
So with the tailwind, I'm gonna try that flippy wraith. See what happens. Oh, it's gonna work really good. Yeah, I'll take that.
Nice. Alrighty, traditionally called the 1,000-footer. It's a very beloved hole. You get done playing all these tight wooded holes and then you come out here, it's no time to get sloppy because we got Obi surrounding. So I got my ballista. I'm trying to push a little distance here, but staying in bounds is the main thing. Ooh, that's bad. Well,
some wind help and it's just fine.
Yeah, the tailwind dropped it. There we go. That's
Bless
better.
you.
Bless you. All right. We got a tailwind. We have the crest of this hill. With OB on the left, I'm going to throw my St. Pro not too high and try and just get it over the crest of that hill. All right, that'll work.
Got some pretty good distance off of the tee. I'm gonna go with this same beat-in wraith again. Try to start it down the right side and let it drift to the middle. Pretty downhill. Once you get to the green, there's some OB. I'm not quite sure I'll reach it though. It's at that back tree line. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, but it's gonna be inbounds.
Safe.
Off of that tree there.
All right, I got a tailwind. I think I'm gonna power grip this evidence so that way maybe I can get to the island. If not, maybe I'll have a putt. I didn't really throw my upshot as far as I would have liked, but that's okay. All right, it's a little right. I think that should be all right though.
Yeah, if it stayed up, it should clear the OB.
Yeah.
Not too bad after yanking it a bit, getting some love off of the tree. Without hitting that tree, I think I'd be in the flat, which would make this a very easy birdie. This still isn't too bad. You could just got this island green down here, so got to make sure you're in touch with it. That is not good. But I got lucky again, and I'm inbound.
All right. I managed to throw it OB long somehow, so now I have a circle to look for my par save.
Nice.
Yay, par.
Yeah, and I've got 2 lucky shots. I'm short of the island, but I'm in circle 1 for the birdie look.
Nice.
Hole 17, 288 feet. Got a creek that snakes in and out of this fairway. It's pretty cool visual. Kind of annoying if you go OB though. I guess it's a peninsula. There's not technically OB on the left side, but there's OB all around it inside the circle. So throw it straight and 288. Yeah, I caught the back wall, so I threw it 296, but it stopped for me. I'm in bounds.
Very nice. All right, I got a compass. I'm gonna throw it flat at the basket, try and land left of it in bounds, but we'll see what happens. Oh, or I can shank it.
Yankees suck.
Shanked it. All right, no shanking this time. Evidence. Oh, I shanked it again. Dang it. Practicing from shank number 2. I think I'm just going to try and forehand this. I got an evader. Try and just keep it high enough to get there. Or throw it directly into the ground. This is a tough upshot. All right, I'm going to go backhand. All right, backhand it is.
Nice. Usually don't show you guys the tap ins, but I got to show you how tight this green is up here. So. Oh, and I did throw it 288 because I'm pin height. There it is.
Nice. Very nice. Tapping bird.
Here we are at hole 18. 650-foot par 4. Tunnel probably a little bit more than half of that before you're out into the open. Couple guardian trees late that you have to go under, most likely, or possibly around. A little bit uphill, and once you crest this hill, it goes back down, and it also slopes downhill from left to right, making it pretty difficult for me to land in the middle. But I'm going to go with that Mako 3 again, see if I can get it to just slightly drift left and land center. Or yank it to the left. Probably a par.
Sapphire! Oh, man. Did it again.
Got some nice ground play there.
Shanking it right there.
I'm going to try this Colt as well. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to disc up instead of down and try a Centurion.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it might be good.
All right. I'm going to go with my other Sapphire. A little bit more stability. All right. Take that. I thought more stability off the tee would be good, but it wasn't. So I'm just going to see if I can hyzer out to the gap, to the opening here. Not quite.
Showing you guys what I was talking about with the hill dragging everything right here. This green Mako 3 was the one that started well left. I don't think it hit anything, and it's worked its way back to a pretty good spot. The second one I threw that looked like it was going to be dead center is by that stump over there on the right side. I think also in a good spot, but still not in the center. It's still pushed farther right. Got 365 or so left to the pin from here. Little bit of a turnover, but pretty straight shot overall, just with a Anheuser release. Go with that 2021 Tour Series Wraith of mine.
That looks pretty good. Wow.
Don't think I could have done that any better.
Well, for being nitpicky. All right, so didn't really get myself out to where I need to be, but I've got a gap, so that's all you can really ask for out here. All right, I'll give me a putt. A long putt. Okay. Low ceiling putt for my par save here. I think I'll go like between my legs to get the power. Dang it. Well.
Yeah, that's a tough one. All
That's
those branches
tough,
there.
Man.
I think this is the first time I've ever been in the bullseye for a birdie on this one.
Yeah, nice bird.
All right, well, that will wrap us up here on Queen's Quest out at Idlewild Park. thank you for joining Rebecca Cox and myself, getting ready for LWS Open at Idlewild. If you enjoyed it today, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Queen's Quest.